Hi, Lyle here. Today I'm out of the studio and I'm out taking a walk around my neighborhood. There's a lot of really nice forested areas here where I like to get out and, kind of relax my mind and just sort of get into the creative spirit by just being outside and seeing nature, that kind of thing. So I wanted to share this with you today and just kind of show you around my wooded neighborhood and talk a little bit about discipline and desire, and how desire trumps discipline every time. Like if you have enough desire, you don't need any discipline. So that's often a conversation I have with people where they say, "Oh, you're so disciplined. You're in the studio every day and you're working so hard and you accomplish so much." But it's not the discipline that brings me that kind of thing. It's the desire to do it. So desire is the key. But how do you get that desire? That's the thing. It's how do you become aware of what you really want in your life and decide what it is. So hey guy, hey, huh? Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So I want to tell you a little story about how desire became one of the biggest things about my creative career that I learned to manage. And when I first started out as a young artist, I had a studio and I was moderately successful, and I had people that worked for me, and we did a lot of commercial work and things that were kind of the same size and same sort of subject matter, and we had a lot of clients and we had a lot of things to do, so it became repetitive. And it was something that I intentionally worked on. It was something that was my goal to do this. But I found, like, as I got more and more involved in this kind of work, I got a little bored, and there wasn't interesting subjects to make. And deep down, I was an artist. I felt compelled to be creative all the time, and I just couldn't do it in that framework. And I felt like I should do more, but I just couldn't do it in that framework. So I just said, what I really want to do is not be commercial, and I want to just be this creative person doing things that I really want to do. So I couldn't step out of that boundary. I couldn't get away from it because I was afraid, really afraid. I was afraid to lose the clients I had, and I was afraid to, not have the financial gain from what I was doing. I wanted to be more, but I was afraid to move away from the comfort zone that I found myself in. So I ran into somebody that was a mentor, and she'd helped many artists in the past, and that was her thing, is to be a marketing guru and a person that could really help in taking me to the next level. And I felt that's what I should do. So she suggested that I just go out and create this event around my art. And this was the first time I did an event. And I can tell you that since then, I've done more than 60 events over the last 20 years or so. But this was the very, very first one I did. And I felt like, this was a really, really big step. And it was something that was very challenging to do. But my desire to create art was the strongest thing in my mind. And so I decided to create a bunch of pieces that were totally unique and completely different than anything I'd done before. And I wanted my very, very best clients to come. And so, we marketed to these people, and we sent them packages and, really, really wonderful love letters to these people to keep them informed about what we were doing and how it was coming along, and that we were going to create this wonderful event for them to attend at my home. And so we did this, and it took more than a year to prepare for all of it. And in the end, we had a show in my home, and we unveiled it's 20 pieces actually, 20 pieces. And 20 people came, 20 couples actually. And they had the best time, gave them the best experience that they could ever have in an art event. And when we unveiled the pieces, we sold every single one, like within 5 minutes. And it was like a tremendous thing that I just hadn't ever experienced anything like that before. And what made it all happen was my desire to create. It wasn't the discipline. It wasn't that I had to, force myself to sit down and do things and make it work and that kind of thing. No, it came from, my love and my passion to do that kind of work. So that really changed my life. And from then on, that's the way I presented my work, through event shows. And I've been doing that, like I said, for more than 20 years now. And I found it's the answer. It's the only way for me to be creative, is to create things that I really love doing, and having relationships with people that really love to see this kind of creative, unique works of art. And it's a great thing. It brings meaning to the people that collect it, and it brings meaning to me in my life, the reason to do it, the desire to do it. So I know, if you're wondering, like, how can that ever happen to me? How could that ever happen in my life? How could I ever be, artistic enough to get that kind of attention? Well, like I said, it's the desire. There's a reason that we all do art, and there's a reason that we feel this compulsion to create it. But there's so many things in the world today that cause our distractions from this feeling. So much negative vibration out there, so much negative news, and so much negativity in society. And money gets in the way, all that kind of thing. So, the best thing that I could suggest, really, is to understand that how you feel and what you think about your art is the most important thing. How you feel. Now, if you feel love and just want to do a particular thing, or you want to be, creative in a certain domain, then go there. Just go there and do that thing. And when you do, that's what people recognize. That's what the collectors or the people that want your art will recognize. It's going to be obvious. There's just no way that it can be anything else. They're going to see your love, your commitment, with your desire behind it. And that's what they want to have. That's what they want in their homes. That's what they want in their lives. The same things you want. So it's about understanding that. And when you really feel what it is, and you can share it in your work, that's what art's all about. That's what makes it real. It makes it real for everybody. So you can't pretend. You can't say, I'm going to hold back and I'm going to just make this because I can get some money for it, or, I'll try this and that's good enough, or, I'm happy this way because I'm making a little bit of money. It's not the best thing I could ever do, but it's something I can do. That's not it. That's not going to go any further than that. You got to go to where you really, really want it to be. You really got to love it. And when you do that, everybody else will love it too. Okay, I'm going to go on to enjoy the rest of this day. It is beautiful here today, and I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying it too. And I look forward to talking to you next time. So stay creative.